At County Commission Day, you talked about a new program, or didn't talk about, but it was mentioned that you all started a new 6-month program, which will be necessitated a line change. And I would like for you to tell me about what this new 6-month program is that's going to help reduce the cost of jail.
You want me to start it?
Yeah.
Okay. We're looking at a pilot program right now for an alternative sentence to nonviolent offenders. Marion County, as well as most counties in the state, are experiencing a great increase in the regional jail costs, and it's putting a big financial burden on the counties. What we're looking at trying to do is take nonviolent offenders that have been sentenced to a mandatory minimum sentence of 10 to 30 days, and instead of incarcerating them at a cost of $48.25 a day in a regional jail, allowing them to report to our Marion County holding facility in the mornings, at which time they'll log in and either be sent to the Marion County Day Report Center for counseling or GED training or whatever the Day Report Center after an evaluation would deem necessary for them, returning back to our holding facility where they would be provided a lunch, and then the second half of the day they would be performing community service under supervision of somebody from the Sheriff's Department. We estimate cost of doing this at roughly $10 to $12 a day per participant.
Right.
As opposed to the $48.25 per day as a regional jail cost. We'll be looking for community service projects. We're in the process of determining how we will decide on those, whether they're nonprofits, whether they're community oriented. Those sorts of things are still kind of in the work phase.
Now, let me ask you, how did you come up with this idea, and are you innovative, new in this idea of doing it?
It was a group effort, I think, between the Sheriff's Department, us, and as we talked about in the meeting earlier, it's going to be a joint effort with the prosecutors, the magistrate courts, the Sheriff's Department, us. But if we can get everyone working together on the same page, it can be very beneficial for the entire county. And then if it works for us, I mean, this is something that other counties can use. You know, it's something that I think it's definitely worth a try to lower the jail bill. And at the same time, a lot of these people, as he was saying, that are minimum sentence people, they're not necessarily needing to go mingle with the people that are in there for, you know, the other charges like, you know, murder, burglary, you know, armed robbery, something like that. So when these people are going to get incarcerated, not only are they costing the county more money, but they're actually in and up in a worse place than they were before they went to jail. So with the counseling and stuff that we have everything from cognitive behavior therapy classes to anger management. Like he said, the GED trainings we can get these people GEDs. We can help them try to find jobs. I mean, not only are we going to be saving the county money, but we can actually help turn these people's lives around and make them better citizens.
Right, certainly a matter of self-esteem, because I'm sure that one of the lowest common denominators is for a person to feel like they have to go to Doddridge County jail and sit there for days, for a month, until their hearing comes up or something to that nature, where here they can be not only you know, productive in their own life, but help the community out as well.
Exactly. It's, as he's saying, it's more geared towards rehabilitation than incarceration.
I assume this is pretty well true with a lot of the people that you see that pass in and through and out of your drug court and day report center.
Oh, absolutely. And we're not saying that everyone that goes through the program, it's going to work for them. And that's things that we've talked about. We know straight out the gate that it's not going to be 100% effective. I mean, you'd be crazy to think that it is. But the way that we've always, you know, looked at our program is that if you can change one life, then their kids might not get into any trouble as they normally would, you know, if they were still on the same path that they were on. Sure. And then those kids of their kids might not get in trouble. I mean, it's exponential, you know. So helping to change these people's lives is a really good deal. And they're also providing the community service in the afternoons, which the county can use. I mean, we have Palatine Park that always needs help being upkept and everything. We have graveyards throughout Marion County that have lost their funding and are having trouble with the grass overgrowing and stuff like that. So it can be beneficial in multiple ways throughout the community.
When do you anticipate, or is this still kind of up in the air, to start?
We're looking at possibly the 1st of November with our first clients. That's a process that we're going to have to get started on to find eligible candidates, and that will be through the prosecuting attorneys, the magistrates, even defense attorneys somewhat, to help us locate potential clients for it.
You're going to choose like a minimum number to begin with? 4 or 5?
We're hoping to start at 10.
10? And
hopefully expand it to maybe 30. At the end of the 6 months.
Okay.
Depending, of course, on how many are participating will determine how much cost savings there are and how much impact it would have on the community with the community service projects.
You'll have to have somebody then to also kind of analyze the different projects and choose which ones the people to be sent, and I don't know how you'll do that. Will somebody come from your office that will be the kind of organizing, or will it be a committee that will decide on what projects to try and get? And
yeah, we all work together. For now, I usually take care of most of the community service stuff. We have anybody from the county that's, you know, they have to be a nonprofit organization. Gotcha. But we're always open to different nonprofit organizations to call in if they need help in certain areas. And some stuff is needing a bigger group of people to tackle. Usually when Day Report does community service, we have anywhere from 3 to 7 participants at a time, and a lot of times some of the bigger projects get pushed to the wayside because there's just not enough man to take care of those situations. But with this program, if we have a guaranteed amount of 10 to 30 people throughout the day, then these bigger projects will be able to be knocked out in the county.
And one final question: is this the only county that you're aware of that is doing this? Or are you aware of other counties that are doing the same thing with offenders?
There are other counties with programs in place that are similar.
Okay.
I wouldn't say they're exactly the same.
Sure. Okay.
So it's not a brand new idea. It's just a brand new idea here in Marion County.
All right. Well, we thank you all very much for sharing it. And one final thing, next week, next Thursday, what is this all about that you're going to be having here at the Allen Babcock office?
Next Thursday, there is a meeting for, it's a drug court meeting. I'm not personally in drug court. We worked with drug court. So drug court, they use all of our services at Day Report. So they do all their classes and their community service and stuff through Day Report. So we're going to be a part of the meeting, but they have invited all of the judges, the prosecutors, the defense attorneys, the magistrates, the sheriff, the county, all the county commissioners. We're just trying to get everybody in the county together, and they're having a meeting to go over and help people understand that don't know a whole lot about drug court, and the people that do know about it, maybe just to answer some questions that they might have about the program.
Well, we thank both of you so much for coming and sharing. Good luck with the program, and we'll follow it and see how it goes. It sounds like a good alternative to incarceration.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.